Hey guys, this is the Prince of Mastodon, and I'm doing a commentary video for Empire Total War multiplayer. This is a France versus USA battle. I'm in command of the French, and my opponent is vanceliuse or something. Anyways, I cut off the first 3 minutes, and that was me advancing from over there to up here. And during that advance, I ran my troops atop of this hill here to take advantage of my opponent who was camping on that sector. So I was going to hit him with a flanking fire with my troops here. Anyways, let's look at our armies first. I'm just going to name what I have. I have 6 units of line infantry, 1 unit of maison droit, and that's a guard unit, and 4 units of tir à lourd, those are my skirmishers. You can see 2 of them right here. Then I have 2 units of 6-pounder horse artillery, and I have them on both wings. Then I have 2 cheval légers. Here is one of them. And next to them I have 2 squadrons of cuirassiers. There we go, so I've concentrated my cavalry here, and I'm harassing from this angle here. But yeah, I advanced all the way from here, and due to some micro mismanagement, I forgot about this unit of line infantry here. So, oops. Alright, my opponent, I'll just call him Vancel. He has 2 squadrons of household cavalry, and they're opposing my cavalry right now. Then he has 4 units of guards. His guards are on top of this hill right here. Then he has 4 units of line infantry. Here they are. Then he has 4 units of long riflemen. Alright, so his long riflemen are running backwards here, and I'm going to scare them away here with some more gunfire. I'm going to charge forward with my line infantry. I'm going to push his line back. Anyways, as I said, this is a France versus USA battle, and these guys actually would not be fighting each other. They were actually buddy-buddy during this time period. The closest they ever came to fighting was during the Napoleonic times, and that's when France acquired the Louisiana territory from the Spanish, and that meant the French, a superpower at the time, were at the back door of the United States. But due to circumstances in Haiti, the French ended up selling the Louisiana territory to the United States, and that Louisiana purchase, it gave the United States about 1/3 of the territory it owns today. So it was quite a huge acquisition from the United States, or by the United States from France there. So it all worked out in the end for both powers. France got money, and the United States removed France as a threat from their own backyard. Alright, so... Oh, also, one thing you should know is France and USA, they're my favorite countries in this game, but I'm typically only going to use the French, though, just because I love Napoleon so much. I love the USA too, but in this time period, man, you can't deny Napoleon. Or I can't really say this time period, but later on in the time period, Napoleon comes around. But this is too early for Napoleon, but it's very close. Alright, you can see what's going on here, all kinds of action. My cavalry is engaging his dudes here. Actually, I'm going at it with his guards here, and his guards are very rough. I want to watch out for them. I lost my artillery unit up here, but they did some major damage to the enemy, and that's a first. And here's my tir à lourds. They've kept up this constant pressure of firepower, a very accurate firepower from this hill, and I'm laying on thick on his dudes, his light infantry. Oh, I didn't see his light infantry, but he had these guys in addition to his the rest of the troops I mentioned. Alright. We're going at a melee range now here. His long rifleman got tired of being pushed around by my line infantry. He decided to charge into my line infantry, and that's probably going to go my way, of course. But now he's bringing in some of his own line infantry into the mix. So now it's going to be a little tougher now for my dudes. And I got my tir à lourd back there for support, and I'm bringing up my own line infantry to help out my comrades. So let's give him the bayonet here. Alright. Now I'm bringing up the rest of my line infantry here, because I see all of his guards here. He has 4 units of them. And I'm going to give it to him at melee range. Hopefully I can weaken his morale before I engage him at melee range. Because as you guys know, guards are very tough at melee. Actually, they're pretty tough at anything. But you can see he's routed my cavalry. And yeah, my guys got bogged down in that fight. And I said, screw it. Let them fight. So I've weakened his dudes. At least I made him tired. Now he's coming forward here with his guards of this hill against my Tyrador, and I'm going to pepper them with a very accurate skirmishing fire. And let's see the effect of my Tyrador on his guards. You can see his men drop. There we go. Let's see here. Are we going to see any guards drop? I was hoping to see some of it. Well, maybe not. But I'm sure he's intimidated by them. Alright, now he's exchanging some fire. Elsewhere on the battlefield. What's going on here? So we're still fighting melee range here. This is from the first fight I showed you, where our line infantry got in it. See the action? Alright, he's driving in with his line infantry against my Tyrador, and my Tyrador aren't too equipped for melee fighting, but they do have swords, so it could be a good fight. So all around, all kinds of action. But over on the melee fight, I've routed his guys there. So that was a huge victory for me. And here my guard unit, I have one of them, my Maison du Roi. They are breaking these line infantry, opposing them. I'm sorry, these are guards that they're breaking. So guard against guard. And look at his drummer boy. He's trying to fight with his drum in hand. Very interesting. You can tell he's a musician when he goes into war with his instrument. Bam! We're gonna watch this dude. I want to see how long he can last. Fighting with a drum in his hand. Nope. Yeah, he's very strong, very skilled. And now he's going down. Oh, poor drummer dude. He'll come back for Christmas though. Okay. What's going on here? These are more guards going against my Tyrador here. I'm actually charging him with my Tyrador. This is more of a delay in action. I don't really trust my Tyrador to stand up toe-to-toe against his guards. Alright. So yeah, I'm having a lot of success now. Here, his guards, they are surrounded by my guys. I have line infantry, Tyrador, and line infantry shooting his dudes down. So he does not want to be in that kind of fire. But look at this guy's dropping. He's trying to run away from it. But it's too late. He won't make it out of the danger zone without retreating here. So these guys are dropping. And I'm expecting to see that white flag very soon. Seems the guys are still confident. So I guess he does make it out of the danger zone. Only to enter a new danger zone. So look at my French troops, they are starting to swarm this battlefield. And just a reminder, I was not camping on this hill, I actually captured this hill from him, but I actually advanced all the way from over here. And here's one of my 6-pounders. They're pretty depleted, but they stopped routing, so good for them. Alright, so I'm routing these dudes here. These are his guards. And I have some French troops routing over on this sector. And those are my Tyrador. As I expected, it's my Tyrador routed from his guards. But can 2 guards stand against the entire French army here? Most likely not. He still has a guard unit right here. And I don't want them to reinforce him, so I have cut them in half. I inserted this line infantry here, just in case he wanted to support his friends. So now he has to get through these guys before he gets to his friends. And here I've routed one of his line infantry. Now it's his guards going up against a swarm of my French troops here. And now his guards are shattered. So we can turn to face the rest of the battle here, and these guys are routing too. So that was pretty much the battle, and that was a victory for me. I killed 1,256 of his troops, and I lost 742 of my own. Vanceliuse, or whatever his name was, he killed 702 of my troops, and he lost 1,324 of his troops. Good game to Vancel.